All right, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Now, let's see. Alderman Barber. Here. Steve Bobowski here. Justin? No. Kathleen?
Here.
Barb?
Here.
Tim? No. Melissa?
Here.
All right. That says we got a quorum, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Yep. To that standpoint, Melissa, I know you did give a little bit of who you are and all that good stuff, but could you one more time for the sake of the team?
Oh, come on now.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, we love you.
So I have been a Franklin resident for almost, what did you say?
He said really, and I said yes. Okay, just so you know, all right?
I've been a Franklin resident for about almost 6 years now. And I took the police academy with this one and that one over there. And started getting really involved in the the Common Council, which then led me to the boards and commissions. And I think I'm on 3 or 4 of them now. So I know. I'm so sorry, Mike. But you're leaving us now, so you don't have to worry about it.
There you go.
So yeah, I'm really excited to be here.
Gotcha.
So,
when you did the police academy, how long was that?
10 weeks.
Was it 10?
10 weeks, yeah.
Once a week for 10?
10 every Wednesday from 6:30 to 9. No, 6 to 9. 6 to 9?
6 to 9.
Yeah, 6 to 9.
Did they teach you how to shoot a gun? No.
I already knew, but no, they
Nothing,
don't.
huh?
They take you to
We
the
took a
shoot. They
different
take you
class
to
for
their
that.
shooting range.
Yeah,
And they show you how they do it.
right.
But if you have the opportunity to do it, please do that class. It is amazing.
Yeah.
And the next one is your FBI Citizens
I
Academy.
got denied.
So did I. Mike took it.
Yeah, I got
What
denied
year?
from it. Well, actually, I never got the email that I was denied. I just never got the
When
email.
when did you do that?
I applied in February. I think we applied in
February
February.
this year?
Yeah, it was
Well,
supposed
now
to
they
happen in
postponed
March.
it to the fall.
Oh, so
they
you
might
didn't.
be
You
doing,
might not.
they
You
might
might.
be revision. They might not have decided yet.
Well, they
I
all
got
got
a
denial
denial.
letters.
I got a denial letter.
My husband got a denial
Email.
email.
Oh,
I
okay.
just never got an email.
Oh.
Period.
Huh.
But the email that my husband got said that they were going to keep his application. So they postponed it till fall.
Yeah.
Did you hear why?
Well, just because of everything that's going on in Washington right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm on the board.
Of course you are.
Sure.
Of course you are. Is there anything you don't do?
Strange women.
I'm sure your wife likes that.
All right. So that's it. Let's keep rolling, Kathleen.
Is that in the minutes?
Yeah, it
All
is.
that.
It's in there. Yeah.
I have been a resident of Franklin for 12 years.
Okay.
This summer will actually be 13 years. I also took the Citizens Academy for the second time. I liked it so much I took it twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, my neighbor was supposed to take it with me, which I think is the only reason Gary let me in twice. But she backed out at the last second, so the day before.
Yeah.
So I still took it again.
Okay.
But there was
Okay.
still some.
So, in
things.
addition to being on this council, what else do you do?
I'm retired,
Are you?
mm-hmm.
Wow.
so I watch grandkids,
Personnel.
Yeah.
and I'm on the personnel committee, and I'm on the Board of Waters committee,
Okay.
and attend Common Council twice a month.
Wow. You retired at 25.
Right? Please.
Gotcha. For the grandkids, that'd have been pretty early, huh?
I have
All right.
a 38-year-old son. I can't be 25.
No, you can't. Absolutely. Okay. Well, nice to meet you guys. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. That said, any other questions? Or can we roll?
Well, we can introduce ourselves.
Yeah, let's
to
do
these
that.
two
Sure.
members,
Yeah,
too.
okay.
So,
They know me already.
Yep.
Everyone here knows me pretty well. So.
Yeah. That's
Happy
right.
to be here.
You were on the same police academy with them, right?
I was
Yes.
troublemakers. I didn't contain them. Gary had a big crowd, a lot of problems with our class.
Nice.
Actually, no, it was fun.
Good.
It was such a
Experience.
fun class.
Awesome.
Yeah, I highly recommend it to anyone.
Excellent.
Yes.
Awesome.
We are sad. I was
Absolutely.
sad when it ended.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Otherwise, nothing new with me. I just bounced around to different boards and commissions, as you know, me and the mayor try to do. And
Yeah.
he was going to come along tonight, then he decided not to.
Okay.
He had a long day. So that is why I'm here, because it's hard for me to come to 3 p.m.s on Fridays. So
Right.
when it changed, I thought, ooh, perfect opportunity
Perfect.
to
There you go.
sit in until you go into closed.
Thank you. All right. Good deal. Thank you. Barb.
And well, I'm Barbara Weisner, and I retired 6 years ago from I was executive director of the South Suburban Chamber of Commerce, and was there for 14 years. And I'm on the EDC and also the Tourism Commission, and I'm currently the president of the Franklin Library Foundation.
Oh,
So I stay kind of busy. Also, in fact, this afternoon, every Tuesday afternoon, I volunteer at the airport. I'm at the information desk.
Oh, really?
And I tell people to ask me, well, what do you do there? And I say, well, I tell people where to go. And they really appreciate it. So, anyway, I really enjoy it. It's a lot of interesting people.
Wow.
And it's
My daughter was there this
Busy.
morning.
it's busy.
This morning, or like
Really?
4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
I
extremely
don't know if you
busy.
were there
Parking
this
lot's full.
She went to
So
Mexico.
Mike, you wanna?
Alderman Mike Barber, I'm an alderman in Franklin now till April 15th, when a new alderman gets sworn in, from District 5. I'm planning on staying on this commission, and so I will continue on with my repartee. And I will be, enjoying this commission. That's where I'm at. Want to take the Citizens Academy at some point, but it's always been on Tuesdays when we've had council, so.
Oh, it's on Wednesdays. Well, it was.
It was for us.
Gary switched it for me.
Yeah.
And you saw.
Well, then I've got other committees on Wednesdays, so
Well, now you'll be retired now.
and I'll be retired, yes.
You have no excuse,
Awesome.
Mike.
And my name's Steve Bobowski. I'm the CEO of Dale Carnegie Training for Wisconsin, Upper Peninsula, Michigan, a Vistage Chair, president of Northwestern's Alumni Association.
Okay.
So those are a
Nice.
couple things. Been a resident since 2008 and been on this commission, I'll bet 12 years,
Wow.
give or take. Yeah, so it's been a little bit of time.
Yeah.
And I was on the board for a while with the Chamber of Commerce, and as a member of that as well. So, in any case, it's great to be part of this program and part of Franklin. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
got it. Yeah. Anything more?
I'm John Riggets. I'm the director. Yep. So I've got,
Wonderful.
now I've got your email addresses on the
Yes.
official public notice
Yes.
directory that
Wonderful.
goes out next time. So you'll get all the emails.
Wonderful.
All right. That said, let's talk about our citizen comment period. Is there any comment from the citizens present? Well, there are no citizens present, so are you kind of, no, you don't
I'm a
count.
citizen.
You don't,
You're
yeah.
a citizen, I don't.
Well, you're a citizen in this?
But I don't have comment.
Okay. So do I hear a motion to move on? Yes?
Yes.
Can I have a second? Yeah, all in
I
favor,
second.
say aye. Great, let's move it on. All right, approved minutes from the February 21st, 2025 meeting. All
Motion to approve.
right, do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Beautiful. Let's talk strategic planning, chairman draft and commission edits. I'm gonna turn this over to John to kind of take us through his thoughts here.
Okay, so at the last meeting we had what we call the clean version and the edited version, and we can look at those if you want. But what I did is I took the edits that we had in those that were suggested, and I inserted them here. And basically, that's just the tables. Everything else is the same that we had talked about as far as edits. And what we're doing is we're just starting the merging process on this for the chairman's comments that we approved for that last meeting. And I'm supposed to take these to CP2 and request that they, fully merge those comments and integrate the two documents and see if they'll do that for us. And we'll see what their response is. And so we just got kind of a start on that. We had 2 SWOT analyses, so they're both in there and they can be merged, and we'll see if they do that. And we haven't got the whole planning document from CP2 in there, so maybe they want to inject more of it. I tried to do it as smoothly as possible here for a rough start, but hopefully they'll agree to do that. And now there will be an extra charge because the contract that we had with them has been fulfilled with their document that they delivered to us, the report that we had. So that's the process going forward. I don't know if anybody has any extra comments at this time that they wanted to put in this, or
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I didn't really get a chance to look through all this. Did everybody read it? You know, from start to finish type, or would you like a little bit more time to perhaps? peruse it?
Minute or two would help.
Well, I'm not even saying here. I'd say take it home and come on back and send us your comments. That would be my preference. I seem to do a little bit more. The second, and when you say that,
Well, 30
okay,
seconds would be good.
that what they presented to us, that was their final. Yes.
yeah, that was their report. That was the agreement. They would have a report. They would deliver to us and present that.
How soon is CP2 expecting us to get back to them?
Well,
Like,
they don't know we're doing this, and so
I
it'll
see.
be a request
I
on
see.
our behalf.
okay,
And if they're not interested in doing that particular kind of work, we could do it ourselves, I guess.
okay.
Have you expressed my complete and utter how
Have not yet.
okay, because I thought it was a horseshit deal. So, I mean, I think they owe us to tighten it together. I think they gave us nothing near what we paid. So, I mean, I think we could start with that discussion, say, hey, do you want to tighten this up and give us something that we can work with, as opposed to just saying, hey, here's another check for 15 grand.
Okay. No, it wouldn't be that much because their work is done. And
Well, I
what
think
you
when we-
delivered to us was a list of suggestions to be inserted. So I mean, like I say, it would be a merging type operation. It shouldn't be that much if they did. But yeah, I'll ask. if
Okay,
they'll do
because I
it.
mean, I thought it was
Mhm.
lacked any substance. I thought it was a fluff piece. Even the meeting that we had with the SWOT analysis stuff was probably, I got to tell you, that was freshman in high school kind of stuff. So I was completely disappointed with what I thought that they should have been providing for the money that we were paying them.
No, I'll relay that.
Okay, and then see if they want to go ahead and merge it and help us so that we get to the goal line with something better that we can take to the city council and say, hey guys, this is something we can stand behind. Because based on what they gave us, I wouldn't present that to anybody. Okay, all right.
What are the next steps for this, or what is, we've done it, what's our hopes and dreams to have happen with this?
Okay. After we get done merging the two documents together and have a plan, well, as I understand it, we take the plan to the council for their approval.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking to present a plan that says, hey, here's what we plan to do. And there were different timelines. They had said, 3 or 7 years, something like that, not 10. But okay, so I can live with 7, but here's what the game plan is, the places, the targets, and all of those kinds of things in a tighter kind of thing. So that, if you will, the city can say, yeah, that's what we should be doing. Boom. Now, we had conversations too. It says some of these things might be a little bit stretched in the sense that based upon what we have allocated, and I'm looking right at John and then saying, hey, look, based upon the resources he has, he can't do some of the things that we like, which may mean we need to get more resources to help him do the things that we're recommending. But that's kind of hand in glove kind of thing, as opposed to simply saying, well, we can't do it because we don't have the money. Well, if we don't ask for the money and have a plan that it's going to generate something, then I wouldn't give us the money either. So it's kind of like, okay, if here's the plan and in order to get there we need these resources, we might get it. That's part of what I'm, again, to ask your question, I'm saying, hey, what do we need to do? And what are the resources that John needs to do to get there? So that's how I envision we take something ultimately to the city council, something that we can stand behind. Is that kind of what you'd say too?
Yeah, I mean, what the suggestions that came to us, we would be working on, and that would keep us pretty busy to just update the tools, but to get some of the other suggestions that you put forward, we would need the funding
Yeah.
For more staff.
And I'm okay with the fact that, oh, nope, you can't, we're not gonna stay, well, then guess what? Then it's this plan. Here's a bigger plan, here's a lesser. Okay, but let's get it out on the table.
Mhm.
As for, oh, no, you should have gotten all that, but you didn't have the resources. So it's kind of at least laying out in front of everybody what the expectations are. And I guess that's to your point, Mike, what are the expectations? Well, okay, here's what we need to do to get there. Well, if we don't have that, then here's what you get. Boom.
You know, in relation to the comment you made earlier about not being happy with the work that they did, I don't recall, I just don't remember what were the marching orders that we gave them? What was the request? And did they follow through on what we asked them for?
So the answer is we were looking for a strategic plan. What I saw was garbage.
Well, I don't know what that RFP looked like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were looking for a strategic plan.
Uh-huh.
And so feedback we were getting back from CP2 was that, you know, there really wasn't the ability to have the support for more of a plan until, you know, we had more of the players, like the whole council in the room, and you know, some more. Well, I think we had all the folks. I think we were short a couple of people from the EDC, but wanting to have consensus and to have support to have more of a strategic plan that does the kinds of things the chairman's talking about. So, you know, some of the tools that we have to work with, you know, need some help, and some of the issues that, you know, everybody was weighing in on need more support and constitute a change of policy in the city. And so those will have to go through other commissions, and so like the finance committee. So that's kind of what we were focusing on, is working on some of those issues and tools before we get to, you know, the marketing aspects and some of the actual development aspects. You know, what types of development, how do we go about getting it done, how do we go about attracting it. So that was the difference. The focus was on more improving the tools and addressing the issues and getting the consensus built before we go introduce a full-blown strategic plan.
So,
Well, if you may remember, I brought what Green Bay put and said, hey, this is a strategic plan. Make one for Franklin. I mean, it was pretty clear what the expectation was.
Well, Green Bay is not Franklin.
No, but the format is. I mean, you
Okay.
can easily put the plug and play.
Oh.
That was, at least consider these things, cut some things, that kind of stuff. We didn't get that. We didn't get any of that kind of consideration. And if we don't like that, we could have used the Waukesha Business Alliance. There were, you know, several others that you can use as a template. These were supposed to be experts. And they did, didn't they do Racine or somebody, isn't that what they said?
There's several other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, they said
worked
that they,
it,
yeah,
yeah.
they say, and so, you know, so put a plan together. That would be the point.
so where in our process, I mean, one of the things that kept coming up in different discussions was we don't have a centralized downtown. So where in the process do we decide whether we want to recommend that we set up a downtown area, or we want to set up a new industrial area for future development? Where in our process do we come up with those kind of things to take to the council?
That should be in the plan.
Well, it actually, that is identified in permit.
Yeah, there was something.
It is identified. You know,
So
we
we
need,
can take that to the council and
we need
say
to-
this is a
those are two of the
recommendation.
things. Here's the areas that we should work on to have as retail areas, and here's industrial areas. And those were, well, let's see, they should be right in the table.
Okay, then, so how
I
does
see
that
it
hit the road
On
from
the
here?
left, on the right side, I think.
Retail node potential locations prioritized. Recommendation of appropriate housing incentives, recommendation of industrial incentives, and the potential future locations for industry prioritized.
No,
It should be in your packet.
Yeah. No, not in that one over there. is it?
This is the short package you sent up.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Oh, Lord.
That was the one
Yes.
from the last meeting?
You called?
I thought it was the same thing because it
Well,
was the
yeah.
same. So I put it up to the side.
Yeah, you had those. I just put them all in one document.
Yeah.
I was trying to make it smoother. I guess it didn't
Silly
work.
me.
So is it up to us to identify what kind of things we wanna identify to work on, like a downtown or a new industrial area, make those recommendations to the council, or
Yeah,
do we
those
just?
those were, well, once these get merged,
Yeah.
that would be in there.
And
These are things that, we definitely were liking or wanting to do from this report, and that contained this plan. And so let's try to merge those together with some of the other goals that they had. We have some goals here that are from the report and some goals below that are from the chairman.
I guess the point being is, let's see if they can merge it and then come back and re-edit from our standpoint. Well, we're missing this, we're missing that. It's important, at least it gets the ball rolling, would be my, and so I agree with where you're going. So,
Do we have to approve how much we're willing to pay, or do we have to wait for them
We'll
to come
have,
back?
we'll have to see what their response is, and
Okay.
she may not want to do it.
Yeah, could be.
She made it, her report and her plan may be what she's put forward. And
Okay.
Yep.
We'll see.
got it. Okay, so we've got a game plan, you're gonna contact them
Yes.
with the merge, okay?
Yes, and so I can send this out at a particular date, and people can look at this some more and let me know what they think.
I think-
You've got all the documents. You've got
Yes.
the chairman's comments, and you've got the report and plan that CP2 sent us. So you can take a look at those and see if you want more of either one of them. But again, these are the things we definitely want to have in there, and there may be more from those documents you want. But give me a date when I can send this off to them if you want it. If you want opportunity for more comments.
So, all right, before we, walk away from it, I'm fine with what you got here, John, to send it.
Okay.
And that way we at least find out if they're willing to merge. And if not, then it's a different deal. We come back and we have to do it ourselves. That kind of deal. So, anybody, well, first off, do y'all agree? Send it, let's get the ball rolling, see what we get, Yeah,
I agree.
okay. All right, do we need to make that a motion, or is that just okay to do?
No, we would just do it.
Yeah, okay.
Because we don't have a document that we're saying
Right.
we're approving or anything like that. We're just
Okay.
getting started.
Gotcha. All right. Then we're gonna talk about an economic development update.
Okay, so, let me just make a note here. The biennial economic development report, we just got some photos injected, so we've got the photos wrapped up except for some new elected officials that are gonna be coming on April 1st.
Right.
And so the information's, with graphics has been getting merged, and so the folks with Brooks Communications want to present the completed biennial report at the next meeting, which is going to be on the 25th. It'll be done before then, but we don't meet till then, and we should approve it as a committee or as a commission before we release it. So
Okay.
they want to do that, and so I do have a couple other folks who were interested in different photos than what they have, so they probably can get theirs taken along. Okay, all right, we'll add you to the list. They'll have another opportunity with the new council people that are coming on. So we'll put them in there.
Problems between now and then. Start using my face Kindle. 'cause I'm
Okay.
sorry.
All right. That being said, stuff just keeps clicking on us and changing. We have new members, we have new council people coming on, and we have dates that we have to wait until we can release it. We had to wait until after April 1st to release this because of election laws. Because we can't have names or photos of any of the elected officials. You can't yank the ones out of the report
Right.
simply because, anonymous council people list them there because they're running for office.
Could be a shadow.
Yeah.
Silhouette.
So, to be named later. And so, this is gonna happen again next year, and so there still may be consideration as to when we have the business appreciation celebration, maybe March might be a better time, so we can have this come out, after April 1st. It would be accurate and be able to put it in the newsletter, because as it stands, if we're on the same schedule, we wouldn't be able to have it because the newsletter comes out in December and we can't have anybody's names in there. The mayor gives an address, he can't be in there.
Because of next year's election.
Because, he's up for election next year.
That's gonna be the big one.
Yeah, but there'll be council people, and so this just, really, unless you're holding this where, you can issue the newsletter, after the April 1st election and issue reports after April 1st, but before December, we're really always kind of fighting this. So just some thoughts. This is not,
So real quickly, what do people around us do in Oak Creek? What are they doing on the biannual?
I don't know.
But it's probably an easy lookup. It might be given. Well,
They
well,
just publish what's
Yeah.
current.
yeah.
Yeah,
At some
they all,
point you got to put it.
they all have to follow the same law.
Right. I would say that. So
Yeah.
are they letting it bother them or not? And I don't know.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
We're a unique municipality where we have a mayoral turnover every 3 years, almost at 4.
Oh, is it 4? Yeah. And why do we do
I
that?
always thought that was unique.
Do you want
What?
the history story now or later?
What's that?
I said, do you want the history story now or later? I don't know.
It just seems like
Ask
yeah.
Mike Barber, he's got the most experience.
Oh, we can do it later.
What's- I didn't
It could be a long time.
I was saying, we'll
It
be here till
just-
9.
It just seems like okay.
Why do we have an election every 3 years
Instead
instead
of
of
4.
Everybody else
For the
is 4.
mayor.
Oh,
That's
Lord.
just the way it was set up in the beginning,
Now
and
that's
then
go
they,
back to
after they
Yeah,
set
back
it
in
up,
1955.
they moved the mayor into the alderman, because it was set up for every 3 years, because you'd have 3 aldermen, and then the mayor.
Okay,
And that's how the 3-year cycle came into
Yep,
play.
there it
And
is.
now they moved the mayor to being the alderman, so it's a set of aldermen, and the mayor, a blank year, and then go through the normal cycle again.
Oh.
But it was a setup for a 3-year situation because of that sequence.
because the number of people sitting on the council.
Nice job. We passed it over to the wise sage. Nice.
Institutional knowledge.
Wise sage. Ooh, guru. All right. Thank you. and the likelihood of ever being able to change that is probably like none. I mean, that's
discussion.
Well, some of the aldermen like to have it changed because they don't like spending money to go for re-elections and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So they'd be happy to press it out, but
Yeah.
depending on whether or not they have any one running against them.
Sure. Okay. All right. So that gives us an update on the biannual economic development report. Or is there any recommendation as to when the timing you suggest?
Like I say, probably late March would be good, but I need to check on timelines
Okay.
and see how all that works
Okay.
out. Because that has to do with the dates
Yeah.
and when the newsletter comes out.
Okay. All right. Next on our list is current prospects.
Move to go to closed session.
Second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. Yep. And you can't sit in that because you're what? You're a normal person or what?
You're a normal
A
person.
normal person.
Okay.
Milwaukee County
Do you want to
supervisors.
claim? You want to claim that?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Being a normal
I'm
person.
going to take a few tests on it. Milwaukee County supervisors are every 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's alder people?
3.
Oh, 3 years too.
But there is talk of someday maybe having the mayor 3 to 4.
Yeah.
Huh.
No.
So the question is how many years are alder people elected?
They're elected for 3 years.
Okay.
Everything is
That's
3
what she
years.
Because if alder ever wants to run for
So
mayor.
there's-
Yeah.
If you
During
go,
that
if you
term,
say
it's
this
really
is a cycle, 3 aldermen, wait a year, 3 aldermen and a mayor, skip a year, then go back to 3 aldermen, and it's always the same districts in the sequence.
Because that
And we are recording again.
Okay.
All right, next thing on our list is our voucher approval. What is that?
Don't have any
Okay.
vouchers to approve.
Something John and I talked about a little bit, and it was kind of really more the fact is, okay, it's been a long time since in these meetings we've approved anything, and I'm saying, well, do we really need to meet every month? Could we make it quarterly? Or quarterly plus as needed? Just as a overarching thought. You guys, yeah, I mean, hey, if we need it, let's have the meeting. But generally, it's a nice get together. I like you guys.
You just don't like us that much.
I think if something comes up,
Yeah.
send us an email.
How are we gonna help John? I mean, our whole thought is, how can we help John? And if that's only quarterly, that's not helping John.
I don't know that we're helping them a lot
Well,
either.
that's
We're
what
kind of,
we
it's like
talked
it
about
is
what we
monthly.
can do
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
That's been something that has been
Yeah.
on the table. And what can we do to start doing some of that?
Would every other month be?
I'd
sufficient, do
be
you think?
comfortable with every other month, and then the call of the chair.
You know what? I think that's probably a better idea. Let's start every other month and see if that works.
Mhm.
Going from every to, so 6 times or, like for instance, December is kind of one of those wastes. We generally end up going and missing it anyhow.
Right,
So it's 6 minus 1,
right.
whatever, that kind of stuff. So, okay. I would be good with that.
So what do we do about our
Is
April?
there a bylaw situation where it's prescribed? We would need to check that.
I'll check it, but I think it says it occurs every month or by the call of the chairman.
So to your point, I would say let's have our one on the 25th here in April.
Okay,
And then after that, begin.
then June.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we need to make a motion to that effect? or-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I move that beginning with the June, how shall I put it?
April.
Beginning with the June meeting, we meet every other month.
Contingent
Well, wouldn't it
upon,
be the April one here?
Well,
Why wouldn't it be the April one?
we'll meet in April.
well, we're meeting in April,
So then we wouldn't do May.
May. So how
Back in
June,
June.
however you wanna phrase that.
Yeah,
June,
so we'll meet in
August,
April, the next
October,
meeting, and then
December.
every
And
other
then
month
June.
thereafter. Yeah.
Okay.
Contingent upon the bylaws.
There you go.
Yes.
Do I have a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Got it. All right. So then, do I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll motion.
Well, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? No. Nice.
Get it?
Yeah, I did. Thank you.